What's going on, Paranormal World? Just wanted to update everyone about the upcoming Ghost Adventure special, a quarantine lockdown in Zak Bagans' Haunted Museum, and it will take place on Thursday, June 11th at 9 p.m. Leave a like down below if you will be watching it. Anyway, this will be a 4-part miniseries with Zak, Aaron, Billy, and Jay. The crew will be recording raw footage during this lockdown, no camera crews, no editors, no nothing. It's a literal lockdown. And get this, they will be in the Haunted Museum for 2 weeks. Personally, I feel like this is definitely a great way to entertain us Ghost Adventure fans, especially during times like this. And I'm sure Zak Bagans is happy. That Haunted Museum was definitely a great investment. No matter what, he can always investigate there. So, what can we expect from this 4-part miniseries? According to Zak Bagans, this is one of the most intense investigations that he's been a part of. And I kind of chuckled at that because we all heard that before. So you can probably take that quote with a grain of salt. But it could be the most intense because anytime you have Peggy the doll involved, you have to take it seriously. But the main focus will be on the Devil's Rocking Chair, Peggy the doll, and the Dybbuk box. And the past recordings of fans' experiences at the museum, like people fainting and falling out and stuff like that. So, it should be interesting. And from my understanding, I feel like they already recorded this. And I'm not 100% sure, but from the quotes I read, it sounds like it is. So, they said that Zak Bagans finally opened up the Dybbuk box. And if you've been following my channel for a while, I told you a while ago that Zak Bagans will use this Dybbuk box as a trump card when things get bad. Because let's face it, this past season of Ghost Adventures was kind of stale, at least to my standards. They had a couple of good episodes, but overall, I wasn't too impressed. And according to like some of my subscribers and everything, they feel the same way. And Screaming Rooms didn't really perform well as what I thought it would. But what would I like to see from this lockdown is in the first 5 minutes of the episode, they open up the Dybbuk box and leave it open for the entire 2 weeks in there. That way, it will create all sorts of potential energy and reactions from the other objects. But if I'm a betting man, I will bet that they will probably wait till the last episode to open up the Dybbuk box. Just like the last Halloween special, they just waited, well, not the last Halloween special, but the one prior to last year's. And they waited till like the last hour to open up the Dybbuk box, and they didn't even open it up. They were just toying around with it. So, I was discouraged a little bit because I stayed up late and I had to go to work the next morning, and I was just sitting there like, wow, I really stayed up 4 hours for this. And yeah, I was just disappointed in that, but I'm not going to rant too much about that. But we already know how the Travel Channel works. They want those ratings. Well, the network system does, so you already know how that works. But to be honest, if they do wait to the last episode to open up the Dybbuk box, I will be highly disappointed. And I just feel like it'll be a waste. And it'll be like the Halloween special all over again. So I just suggest that they open up the Dybbuk box the first chance they get. They have to make the most of it, because at this point, fans will probably get tired of the same objects being investigated over and over with little evidence. On a side note, nothing bad has happened to Zak Bagans yet. So is the Dybbuk box really legit, considering that he already opened it? And we should remember what happened to Post Malone when he came in contact with the Dybbuk box. He had all kind of bad luck, but he didn't even really touch the Dybbuk box. Zak Bagans was the one touching the Dybbuk box, and Post Malone just put his hand on him. So it wasn't even direct contact, and he had that bad luck. So I'm curious to see what goes on in the future as far as like the update of Zak Bagans and what's been going on. But yeah, I just wanted to make everyone aware of what was going on with the Ghost Adventures. So you can definitely look out for this 4-part miniseries. And if you haven't already, check out my channel. I have a lot of Ghost Adventure topics, a lot of paranormal stuff. So if you like that kind of stuff, please check out my channel, browse it out, and if you like it, subscribe, hit that notification button so you can see every time I upload. And as always, please be safe. Peace.